Welcome back, Colonials, as we continue this Total War Empire on the Empire 2 mod as the 13 Colonies. We are coming off of our first episode where it was very much a defensive one, and we were able to beat back a large Iroquois army over in the near New York, as well as defeat a large French force outside of Falmouth, Maine. So things are looking on the up, and we're hoping this time to take to the offensive, as we will try to strike at Cayuga if we can, potentially Acadia. We're not ready for Quebec, that's for sure, but we need to work on building up our forces. We need to work up on building our research and technology, and that's where we're at. So we're going to jump right in and get going. Remember, if you want to follow along with this, if you want to support the channel, is simplest thing you can do. Click that subscribe button. Consider doing that so you get the notifications easier, but also it will help YouTube know, hey, let's recommend this out to other people. Likes are always great as well. And hopefully you'll be following along with a series that sees the 13 colonies rise to prominence and defeat those around them in victory. So the Iroquois are still moving around us quite a bit. And they still have massive armies out there. So we're going to have to keep building up, especially because the French are up there. We do not have the technology to take on the French if they send anything remotely strong against us that is actually technologically superior. So we're going to hopefully get that built up fairly quickly. Venice and Austria have broken their alliance. Raid on a trade route. Oh. Yep, well. Thanks a lot. We do have some new recruits. So let's head back to the Americas. Well.
Yes. Your humble servant, sir.
Let's go take care of these.
Swine to the slaughter.
Let's auto-resolve that one.
Proud and victorious.
Losing 105, that we will take. We have our 4 cavalry regiments doing just fine. Okay, good deal.
We can't do that, sir.
What do we gain? A confident general. And mentioned in dispatches, +1 morale. That's good news for us. One thing that we have the ability to do now is, we don't have the money though. We need to build colleges here so we can get that research rate going up, as well as generating more wealth, because we are just not where we want to be research wise. We're close to getting our military planning doctrine. We're close to getting common land enclosures. Hopefully we can do that sooner rather than later. So we're going to hold off on building. Oh, actually, what is our income looking like? 3,000. So we could build 1 new regiment potentially. We're looking good here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's combine those. Get 1 more cavalry regiment.
Yes, sir.
And
Lord.
dare we start moving towards Cayuga? I think we dare. 1,700 to 1,700. Lots of tribesmen. They only have 2 lancers. We do have enough to take them. We also have our pikemen. Not many bowmen. Only 2. So there's going to be some melee going on in this one. Let's go for it. I don't want them getting any more reinforcements there, so we're going to hopefully be able to stop them before that occurs. Lots of hills behind us. Nice open ground in front of us. Very nice ground. All right. We will get on the left. Those 2. Pikemen. You're good. Okay. These guys are way back over here. All right. I like our situation. Are they going to come at us? It'd be nice if they did. They are. Looks like they're moving towards us. So let's move up to the hill. The crest of the hill. Let's get one pikeman force up there. Get up there quickly, men. The thing I'm most worried about are their lancers. Are they going to come at us? Doesn't look like they are. So we are going to jump ahead to where we get ready to meet them in battle so we don't have to watch us just marching around and getting information. Okay, we have moved ourselves up into position, hoping that they will strike us, but it does not look like we're going to get that lucky. They kind of have us funneled in here as well, which I don't really enjoy. That, I think, works to their advantage. We got to get our cavalry a little bit closer, maybe. Have them up on the hillside. But I think they might be better off over on this hillside. Oh, here they come. Get ready, men. Here we go. Hold off. Well done. Decimated the lancers. It came right at us. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get them a little closer as well. So they have us in a narrow area here. Oh, here we go. Here come their... Are the next wave coming? They only have one more set. Once we get the lancers, our cavalry can be turned loose. Those pikemen did a fantastic job. There's their bowmen. We're not in their range yet. They have some musketeers as well. Lots of warriors. They have some more bowmen up here as well. The bowmen just worry me because that range can be devastating against us. Guess keep moving. They will not come at us, though, will they? So let's press them with our cavalry over here. We are almost in range of their bowmen. Something we need to be cognizant of. They aren't starting yet. This little narrow pass reminds me of something like Thermopylae. We are ready with the cavalry over here in the woods. Move around some more. Really want them to attack us, but they're not going to. So we need to go in, get closer and closer. Eventually they're going to come at us. So we're going to do it in waves here, so if they do strike, we'll have somebody behind each one that can at least provide some fire. Here they come. They're getting ready to anyways. Get up there. Okay, so now they're putting fire on us. They're doing actually fairly well with that fire as well. Okay, they're moving. Let's see. We got something happening. Really want the cavalry to be able to launch some kind of flanking attack here, but they are so massed in, I don't know that it's going to be very effective, but our pikemen are taking a beating. And now their bowmen, man, these musketeers are doing quite a number on us. All right, now we've got our own. They've got men moving. Bowmen are getting into position. Let's keep moving up behind that pikeman wall. Okay. Our pikemen are just bullet shields at the moment. There we go. Provide something. And now it is time for the cavalry to do their thing. Charge in there. There they're running. We're all bottleneck. There we go, charging in through the smoke. Send them running. Good men. Got them running. Hold you off. Pull you back. Got several on the run. There's their lancers back over there. They've retreated. Probably smartly so. There are men lined up in one column here. Charge, my brave men. Chase them from the field. Oh, right. I don't know why their lancers keep falling back further. Fully expected them to charge at us, but they haven't. Look at this. One line of men. Just... Can we go after the garrison now? Oh no, we lost some of ours. Regroup. We're going to need you for later. These are not going to do the number on them we need to, I don't think. Ah, they have men up here. There we go. Push them back. We need to fall back. We've sent most of them routing. It's still even, though, as far as balance of power goes. Because they've got lots of people up there. Here they come. Here they come. Get into that square formation. Oh, where you're at. Fire into him. Moving right in front of us. We lost another cavalry regiment. We only have 2, and they're not the largest. Okay, pikemen, hold up. Here comes the wave. There go their lancers. I want to keep an eye on them. Massive humanity there. Firing into their flank as they charge. We got our men back here. Pikemen are trying to hold along with the militia. Oh, our pikemen are about to break. Get ready, men. We lost one over here. One militia regiment breaks. The pikemen are trying to hold. I think we're going to need to get some cavalry in here. I'm just wary of their lancers. If we don't get in there now, we're going to break more. Charge. Right into him. There we go. Break them. We lost our pikemen. Both groups of pikemen. Okay, the cavalry did their job. We forced them back. We got to get ready for the lancers. Man. Their lancers just keep hanging back. Okay. Who's over here? Okay. They're routing. Let's let her... We got them. They're down to 15. Let's not worry about them. This is what we need to worry about now. Got the tribal levy coming at us, the garrison hunters, and we still have the lancers back there. Charge. This is gonna take some time to rebuild after this, because again, we don't have replenishments turned on, so we're gonna have to get whole new units to be able to do so. Hopefully we have wiped several of their units off of the campaign map. There we go. Tribal levy is gone. Now we got to get the Lancers, who don't seem to want to leave. They haven't charged. I'm shocked they haven't charged at us. We have our pikemen leaving. Our cavalry have left. Okay. Let's continue to move in. When are they going to launch their charge? Their last gasp. There we go. And we are already routing them, so that's good. We can save our cavalry, keep them off to the side. They're wavering, they're breaking. Well done. Killed the enemy general, and off they go. Looks like victory has been achieved. One town down. Hopefully we can keep it and rebuild and keep them bottled up before they start raiding our territories again. And then direct some towards the French. So we did take a beating, but they have none left. All 1,700 are eliminated. We still have 950. And we have captured Kauga. We are going to dismantle that so we can build something of our own there. The army is in dire need of some reorganization. We've lost all of our pikemen, which is, much as they can frustrate me, we do need them.
Ready and awaiting orders.
Okay. Now we're being raided up here. We've weakened them considerably. I think what we're going to do,
Waiting for your orders.
we're going to keep our cannons.
Ready. March. Troops forward.
And
Any further orders? March. Awaiting further orders.
this force looks actually pretty good, decent.
More orders?
We're going to go see if we can go after Acadia. I like what we have going. And that should give us...
My lord.
We have this spot locked down. They're going to counterattack right away, I would imagine. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold Kauga. They have two large forces there. We don't have our rake because he was with the army that we destroyed. Okay, we need the money to build up our colleges and start to recruit more men as well, because right now we don't have anything going in the recruitment pool.
Waiting further orders.
Let's see if we can consolidate our ground and keep the French on the run, because they have to worry about Britain. We need Britain to get their port back to reopen trade to help us out there. Now I'm interested to see what the Iroquois are going to do. Now they're going to maneuver. Are they going to immediately counterattack, or are they going to give us a chance to rebuild, which would be very nice if they do. Oh, they're striking down towards Philadelphia. Okay. We have to maneuver I think we should hold off on building those colleges until we get rid of that force that's down there. Okay. We have developed our military planning doctrine. It's always good news. Got our basic roads. Yeah, we know the Iroquois workers are on strike. No surprise. We have an armchair general in William Penn. New technologies, militarily speaking, are faster. We want to get a barracks so we can get better officers. So what will get us that? The plug bayonet is fine and all. Let's try line infantry.
Sir.
We have to get some forces down here quick.
Make ready. March.
Let's get our magistrate down there. We could go and eliminate them right off the bat, but then we'll be exposed. So we're going to hold off. How are we doing over here?
Your Majesty.
They don't have anybody there.
For battle. Siege broken.
We just took Acadia. Good news. Let's look at Kauga. The Iroquois territory, we can exempt them from taxation, but we have a garrison there. We'll take their money. I'm a little wary about starting a college whenever they are right there.
At the ready.
1, 2, 3, 4. Some pikemen. Against these lancers, the pikemen are actually very good, so we might want to consider recruiting another 1 or 2 until we have units that can replace them and make them more obsolete. Okay, so Nashawak, I've got them. I don't know what we're going to do with this force. We'll have to see. Okay, not too bad. Hopefully France stays over on that side of the St. Lawrence. That's why we need Britain to take their port back, to keep them a little bit busier. What is New Spain doing around us? I'm not really sure. Probably stealing what little technology we have. Okay. We could be in trouble right off the bat, depending on what the Iroquois. They didn't move closer to Philadelphia, though, which is good. And surprising. That gives us a chance to meet that army out in open ground to our liking. Yes, we know you don't like us. Yes, we know. It's going to take a little bit to get that magistrate. We're going to have to sit there. I'll worry about those later. So this is just sitting there still. They've entrenched.
Your Majesty. Forward. More orders. For crown and immediately. Country. Forward. March.
Can we get them? Not yet. Okay. We are close enough to go ahead and upgrade a college at least. Pennsylvania and Maine has a new unit. We're going to need to get some more up here, though. And with this army, we need to strike to take
Prepare the troops for battle.
them. Oh, that's really good.
Glorious victory.
they did not have nearly as much as I expected them to. I like that they don't have regulars up here. Let's see if we can do any trades for some technology. We can offer you this. What if we offer you both of these? Hey, we got plug bayonets now. Denmark's not really a threat to us, so let's see. Will they give us anything? This is one way to try to ramp up quickly. I will give away whatever you want to try to get some of these technologies. Okay. They're not going to trade with us. And these places are not a threat to us, these small ones. So that's why it's even more willing to trade if we can. Because we're not going to get into a war with them. Ugh. Anything I can find. Hey, we got another one. Now, if you want to give us all of those, we will. Yeah. Hanover has inflood doctrine. Scotland, you're about to be destroyed probably, but we're not going to do that. Who's someone else that we're not going to have to worry too much? The Papal States. But they're unfriendly to us. Unless we give them military stuff. Nope. Poland's not a threat. Savoy. Wait. They want a military alliance with us instead. No. Because that would probably be bad. I do not want to get dragged into a war with them. Prussia. You're land-based. Sweden is friendly with us. Maybe they can. Well, we got something at least. A couple technologies. And pay them and do all that? No. Get rid of that. Nope. Will they give a social contract? That's enticing, but no. Okay, we picked up a couple new technologies. Got the flintlock mobilization and the plug bayonet now. We're working on line infantry. We're working on our colleges. We're going to have something else we're going to be able to offer still, common land enclosures. So overall, that's some progress. I'm happy with. We could use some more forces over there, as well as up in Falmouth. And we have to be careful about over here in Acadia, because we're about to have a revolt happen. Ministers are looking okay. So let's see what this one does. France, keep that army over there. If they send that army over and they're actually regulars and cannon in it, then we're in trouble. And I know we do not want to put any threat on Quebec to make them do so until we have some decent infantry to actually be able to stand against them. But we need our own line infantry to be able to do that. Our militia will not cut it. Hopefully we can pick up some more trade as well. Get some new technologies from some of these smaller European territories. Okay, the Iroquois did not advance yet again against us. Scotland is still around because England is still struggling. Okay, we have our common land enclosures. Iroquois have rebelled, as expected. Oh, they don't have anybody over here? Where are they moving everybody? Interesting.
Onward.
Interesting indeed. So we got Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, and New York. Acadia is not happy with us. We need a magistrate there. And we need to move this army back.
Forward.
Settle things down a little bit. Let's get a New England company up there. I like their melee defense.
Men. Forward. Forward.
And we can get our college going here. Now, the question is, do we want to go social contract? Get our technology rate bonus, or do we keep it at animal husbandry? Or do we go after something else that will help us get the barracks that we need? I think we go after... What else do we need? Is it limbers? No. Okay, let's do the square form. No, that one. That's going to take a while. Recruitment costs, upkeep costs. Let's go this. We want to try to get this as much as we possibly can. Improve that to try to get our military technology up to speed. Okay, Albany's men.
Troops. Ready and waiting for orders.
Got our pikemen there. Want to eliminate these. Don't know what they have, though. We don't have much cavalry there. Okay, let's go to battle here.
Your humble servant. We shall triumph.
What do we have? 675. Lots of lancers. We have plenty of cavalry. We do have our pikemen. Man, this is going to be one massive charge at us. Okay, we got to be careful not to overexpose our militia, because their lancers could drive right through us. So it's important we find a balance on this one. Good news is, for them, they have lots of open ground that we have to traverse. Awesome. Go ahead and get our pikemen out in front so we know where they're at. Okay. Oh, we have two pikemen, that's right. All right, they are quite a ways away, so we're going to jump ahead to where we get prepared to meet them in battle. Okay, here they come. We have made our way up here. And now let the charges commence. Hopefully come right at the pikemen. There are so many of them, though. Square formation, hold up. Excellent. That's only one wave, though. We pushed them back. Pikemen held up really well. 30 losses to our 10. Couldn't ask for that to go any better. We need to move closer. See if we can get another wave of them come at us. Oh, here they come. Stop where you're at. Halt. Form up. Here they come. Okay, they moved their warriors. Oh, here they come. They're going right for our pikemen, which is really nice. Good news for us. And another wave goes down. If they're going to come at our pikemen like that, we're going to let them wear themselves down. Two lone warriors, 4 lone warriors charging at us. Oh, here come more. Okay. Well, I thought they were coming. They changed their mind. Well, they are coming at us. This is where... There we go. Send them back into route. Here they come over at our left. We can charge right back at you. That's okay. All right. That held up. Holding up really, really nicely. I think it's time to put our own cavalry into practice here. At least one. We'll hold one back. Now that one's a little more concerning. Cavalry is winning that one. Hit these guys. Let's give their warriors a taste of cavalry as they're charging. Don't break. They rallied. Chase them from the field? No, go ahead and halt where you're at. We have one group of bowmen, one group of lancers back there. We can eliminate them with our cavalry. All right. Let's get our cavalry all present and accounted for. We will go after their bowmen. And we will go after their lancers. We are wavering. Alright, their bowmen are already in trouble. Get another one in here. Try to knock them from the field, and then we'll be okay. We have killed their general, and off they flee. Well done. Well done. All right. 222 losses to their 541. How did the pikemen do? 49 kills, 73 losses. Not as effective as I thought. Our cavalry was the most effective. Musketeers did well behind the pikemen. So that's why the pikemen are still serving until we can get some better units.
Forward, march.
We'll just do that.
Yes, my lord.
Try to stay on them a little bit.
Forward.
We do need to eliminate these guys. I'm not overly confident in the units that we have at the moment. Let them come at us a little bit more. Let's see what we can do. What was our rebellion in the Iroquois? Yes, we already saw that. All right, good news for us. Once we get that magistrate, that will hopefully settle things down. We might as well exempt them from taxation to help cool things down a little bit. We do have a nice income. All right. The big one is France. Oh, France is starting to march a little closer to us. So we may need to consolidate and let a rebellion happen up in Acadia, if nothing else. We have to keep an eye on that army. Continue to build up an army in Maine. Dare we get a fourth general? I don't know if we can afford one. The Iroquois, they have one major one still. Oh, okay. Some Lancers versus the rest. Let's just resolve that one. We lost 186 men in that one. Ugh. So there's one giant Iroquois force, it looks like, that we need to be careful of. Let's take a look to see if Britain's taken that port back. Venice and Austria lost their lines. The French Creek mines have been raided. Repair those. Management to Army Administration. Good deal. Adirondack farmland. I'm not going to mess with that at the moment. Jasper Fredericks has died. Everybody right now is in good shape. I do not want to mess with those. Income's going well. New York and Maine both have some new regiments. We could build up our tenant farms. I think we'll do that.
Sir.
Let's go back to our diplomatic relations. See if we can make another technology trade. Oh. That's a lot of money, but you know what? We'll do it. It gives us more to bargain with. Choosing the smaller ones when we can. Scotland doesn't have anything, though, to offer us. What about the Knights of St. John? Nope. Papal States. We will give you a lot. Poland, I'm sure you're going to need some stuff. You want all of those? Sure. Again, they are not a threat to us anytime soon. So if we can, on these weaker or distant ones, we want to try to get their technology as best we can. That's unfortunate. Okay, we have that being rebuilt. We can move our army to unite there. There's their large force.
Ready for order.
We need to move up that way.
March! Onward!
I got one small force over there. Feel like it would be smart to have somebody back here. Oh, we can build our cannons now. Good news for us. And we now just need the square formation. And we'll be set. Okay, so we're close to being able to get those barracks, and that will unlock a lot of our line infantry for us, I believe. That will help us immensely in trying to build up. Okay. They have crossed. There's the Iroquois. Got one hunt. There's the French. We're going to leave Acadia and hope they don't rebel. Because we need the men down here.
Sir.
Keep an eye on Niagara. Maybe reinforce over that way. This one we'll combine here in a moment. Try to get rid of these guys. They are just rebels. Let's destroy these. We'll repair that. France is the one that concerns me now. They've got two armies coming across at us. Oh, we forgot to see if Britain got their port back. Need to go do that. Possibly get some new... The more technology we have, the more we can possibly trade away to those that are not our enemies. And by the time we get to... If we're on even footing technologically, I like our odds against anybody. So if the Iroquois want to move that way, they're welcome to. Oh, here we go. All right. 1,700 to 800. This is what they have out in Niagara. If we can defeat this force, they are wide open to us. They have 3 Lancers. This is our strongest force. I like our odds in this one. And we start with a lovely view of a tree. Okay. Here we go. There's the rest of the forces. All right. Let's get our pikemen up in front. I like to put the cavalry that is last on my right, first one's on my left. Let's go ahead and start this. See where they're at. See if they look like they're going to come after us. I doubt they will. Well, we'll see. But let's get into position and jump ahead to where our armies are about to meet. Well, they have continued to march over the open ground towards us. Now they're starting to turn a little bit back. It looks like they're going to press the attack. They were the aggressive ones after all against us. So let's see how we do. Actually, let's get here. Nope, go back. You're on the wrong way. Let's just hold strong this way. Get in formation. Here comes Lancers, followed by bowmen. They've got their warriors. Okay, we're going to let our cavalry take out their bowmen if they get in position. Oh, they're backing up. That's disappointing. Thought they were about to come after us. That would have been really, really good if they would have continued that offensive movement. Get the cavalry on the flanks. Bowmen have not unleashed yet. They are moving over on our left, though, too. Move back. They're moving their other forces up and... There's one of their lancers. There's the three right there we need to be most concerned about. They're marching around in front of us. All right. I think they're about to press on. Want them to move first. Move back. Their bowmen are starting somewhere. Yep. Here they come. Maybe. We've got to go... Okay, we've got fire here. There's their bowmen. Here comes the cavalry charge right at our pikemen like we want. Forced one set of lancers to fall back somewhat. Their warriors, our pikemen are holding. Get up there. We need to rout those two, not rout ourselves. That is not what we needed. They have a lot more. So many bowmen. We are losing our cavalry over here as well, which is not a good sign. I'm confident we can win this one. Killed their enemy general. Let's let our pikemen go after them. Unleash the pikemen. Alright, slow up. Drive them from the field. Oh, we got a bit of a mess. Drive them from the field. Well done, guys. Well done. Oh, there's a concern. But thankfully, they're bowmen. The lancers are more of an issue, though. There we go. We took a beating in this battle. So we need to hopefully wipe these units. Okay, a victory's a victory. And that may pave the way for that next city to fall. I still have 1,200. We took for they only have 109. Good news. They're much, much weaker now over there. France is the big concern at the moment. So I think one force against the Iroquois is all we need at the moment if we can keep it supplied and reinforced. They are going... Oh, they took... Yes. Well... Our goal will be to take that back right at the beginning of the next one. Protect against France up here. They've moved back across the river, which is good news. That's unfortunate. We have gained an agent. Ah, another researcher. Good news for us. That's great. Acadia is protesting. So we are going to have to send some forces back that way.
By the left. March.
We'll get our militia up there.
March. Forward.
Hopefully that'll be enough to keep them happy. Until we get the magistrates built. And we just screwed up over here. All right, well, we'll see how that plays out. I think this is a good spot to stop for now and wrap this episode up. So next episode, our goal is going to see if we can take Niagara and get Kauga back. Continue to force, then there'll only be one territory left of the Iroquois, and hopefully one army would be enough to do that, while we can have two focusing on keeping France pinned down up here until we can research and get that barracks, which the barracks can allow us to then recruit some new officers potentially. Actually, what is it we need? Well, whatever we need to get our new units. Long rifles, maybe. I don't know. There's something that we need to get. And once we are able to pull that off and we can increase and open up and to get line infantry, we'll be in good shape. And then we can go after the French. So want to thank you for joining me on this one. And come back on the next episode and we'll see how this plays out as the 13 colonies, as we try to expand and grow and see if we can conquer and win this long campaign. We'll see you then.